Magandang araw po sa inyong lahat. Before I proceed further, I would like to greet all the officers and members of UAP Ontario chapter on the occasion of your induction ceremonies, and of course to your very active chapter president, Architect Alvic Doc Tolero, guests, friends, ladies and gentlemen. First of all, I'd like to express my warmest and sincerest thanks to all of you for giving me once again this rare chance and opportunity, entrusting me once again the great honor and responsibility of leading our organization for another bright and united fiscal year as your national president for the second time. This is also a time to celebrate a wonderful conclusion to a very challenging yet successful and fruitful year in which, with your cooperation and support, made and gave our beloved organization the most coveted PRC's Outstanding Accredited Professional Organization of the Year for 2017. And that is for a record 6 times in our organization's 43 years of existence and history. Yes, with all our combined efforts, we made our mark and another history, which will keep us motivated to again achieve better performance and better service in our search of professional excellence. These past 12 months have been very challenging times for all of us. But through the efforts of so many of you, we have persisted. I am so proud to emphasize that we have prevailed. All signs point to the fact that we are indeed a stronger organization, prepared to expand the horizons and opportunities of our members and positioned to have our rightful place as among the very best professional organization in the country. Let me give due recognition to all of you who have supported my administration last fiscal year. But with your expressed support and loyalty, I have reached a pinnacle that few men or women had ever reached, in a top position not only of honorable importance, but goes with it, of course, of great tasks and responsibility. This fiscal year, I invoke in all of us the spirit of professionalism and unity, to work together as a team, to weather all storms together. For in essence, we are all architects, and who shall have care and compassion for the architect, but of course, the architect himself. The first term of my administration is a test of wills, practice of duties and obligations, and of course, resolute determination of our principles. I want to assure that through this victory, my visions, which are all anchored within the ideals of UAP, which are unity, accountability, and professional excellence, this will be continued without falter and done with utmost effectivity. It is the continuance of our humble success, simple word, but of great gravity, as it pertains to perpetuating the chosen ideals that I had expounded during my first term. Our focus will still continue on the UAP's main goals and objectives, which are, first, to unite all registered and licensed architects in the country, regardless of affiliations, differing opinions, or divergence of interest. Second, is to promote the architectural profession. And third, is to advance the continuing professional development of all Filipino architects. Unity is one of the major heralds of my actions. Unity is of utmost importance because simply no matter what happens, whatever our differences, we will face similar issues together, whether positive or negative. For we are all architects bound by our profession. So I call on your kind hearts to foster a new era of unity amongst our fellow architects. We have reached out not only to fellow architects but even to other allied professionals being partners in the construction industry, like the civil engineers. In our recent dealings with PICE, we have offered our right hand to peace and unity, which opened more doors and opportunities for all of us. In the recent months and for the first time ever, the PICE National President and her officers had graced our important organizational occasions such as the UAP founding anniversary and the NatCon 43. The new amity between UAP and PICE is a breath of fresh air after decades of continuous professional rivalry. I pray that we will hurdle most professional challenges with PICE in a cordial and balanced manner. I am doing all these efforts to continue this harmonious coexistence so that both organizations can heal the wounds of professional conflict and enter the new beginnings of golden friendship for both professionally allied professions. We as architects shall work together to project an image and impressions that we are indeed belong to an elite group of professionals worthy of people's admiration of trust. That goes as one of our major trusts this fiscal year, which is to promote our profession with renewed vigor and significance. Taking some initial steps, UAP had urged the Professional Regulation Commission to exercise its intermediary role, powers, and functions to clearly define the specific roles of architects, civil engineers, interior designers, and other different allied professions to avoid intersecting functions or overlapping. We have sent correspondences to key national government agencies and officials for the full implementation of our law, which is RA 9266, which gained support and success in many local government units at this point in time. Lately, we have partnered with the Philippine Councilors League to help us going into the deeper grassroots. In that partnership, the PCL will help us encourage and push for the full implementation of RA 9266 in their respective local government units and to create into their plantillas the positions of city or municipal architects to establish our vital role in nation building. We have also partnered with a lot of other organizations, including the Supreme Court, World Health Organization, Department of Trade and Industry, World Bank, among others. Proof that we are trustworthy partners in a lot of initiatives. UAP have strengthened and improved ties with these organizations as part of our programs to reach out and cooperate with bodies that have impact and relation to architecture and the architects. Our efforts not only foster friendship but also promote and add prestige to our beloved organization. Programs had also been fostered to build the prestige of our organization. Special committees were established as part of my plans to tackle breaches in the organizational engagements. In other initiatives of importance to promote the profession, I have reappointed former Miss Universe third runner-up and Architecture Board top-notcher, Architect Chamsi Supsupli, as UAP spokesperson and ambassadress of goodwill. Still on the promotion of our profession, we had successfully celebrated the annual World Architecture Day, National Architecture Week, and the Joint Area Assembly in Iloilo was a resounding success. We also initiated the first Architects in the Government Assembly, coupled with the historic first ASEAN Architects Congress here in the Philippines last April during our NatCon 43. Our Corporate Social Responsibility Projects, or the CSR, implemented nationwide by the UAP National and almost by all chapters nationwide, and even there in MENA, even there abroad, was a resounding success. And that is through our Bayanihang Arkitektura, and made an impressive impact on how we cared for our communities and our fellow men. Aside from being a vital activity on the promotion of our profession nationwide. On international efforts, we had attended ArcAsia, APIC, AEROP, and ASEAN. I served as speaker of the UIA Region 4 meeting with the topic Emergency Disaster Healthcare Facilities. Last NatCon 43, the long-awaited UAP membership benefit card was launched, a technology that brings architects to the 21st century, a card that brings discounts to purchases of needed products and services to members in good standing. As of fiscal year 2017-2018, the number of registered and licensed architects in the country has reached more than 40,000 members strong. A sign that shows our organization is fast growing but stable and enduring in its pursuit of professional triumph. With this rapid growth of membership this year brings 9 new chapters. That was during my first term, because during my second term we have so far chartered already 2 chapters. Unexpectedly numerous chapters will be chartered for the coming fiscal year, which of course hopefully by January that would include UAP Guam chapter. Our organization is now in busy mode with the implementation of CPD law passed and approved by Congress, which applies not only to architects but to all professions within the fold of PRC. That falls under our objective of advancing the continuing professional development of all our colleagues, also as a requirement for the renewal of PRC licenses. Aside from being offered by the UAP National, we will task all chapters as CPD providers to conduct the much-needed seminars to update architects with the current trends of design and construction technology. To serve our membership better, we have upgraded our UAP website for members to be updated with the latest news, information as well as all available CPD schedules offered nationwide by our chapters as providers. There in the website, there is a schedule, especially of our CPD seminars, ongoing, and of course, you can see the schedules of CPD seminars undertaken by our chapters nationwide. I have given instructions to our Professional Development Commission that will address CPD concerns that all our UAP-provided CPD seminars should be at the most minimum reasonable registration fees or even free if possible. We have to take into consideration the concerns of most of our members, especially in the Middle East. UAP is not for profit, but rather a service-oriented organization. That is what we are trying to emphasize. Our colleagues must be professionally well-equipped with sufficient knowledge to be more competitive locally and internationally with the advent of globalization. Let us act today to ensure that Filipino architects have what it takes to compete and thrive in the emerging age of innovation and creativity. Of important note also is the approval of the Architects Guidelines of Standards of Professional Practice and Architects Guidelines for Compliances by the PR-BOA. With this compendium, architects will now have concrete parameters on just professional payment and fee schedules, a veritable guidelines to standardize the compensation range of architects in direct relation to value of services rendered. Notable exemplary performances by various commissions and special committees not only met but exceeded their targets and performances. Of course, let us not forget the commendable performances of duties of all our UAP areas, districts, and chapters, including chapters in the Middle East. All of your hard work is a merit of our total commitment and concern for the UAP. I salute you for your diligence, responsibility, and sincere interest in accomplishing all tasks and activities. Also, I commend all the outgoing chapter officers and district directors whose magnanimous heart left a mark in the success of all our activities. We are architects. We build, we create, we change our surroundings, we make society develop, and we are indeed catalysts of change. Let us have a feeling of honest pride, genuine fellowship, and common loyalty shared with the love of the craft for our organization. Also, I cannot overemphasize the importance of teamwork in our organization, as all of this is in the soul of what we do. It is the nucleus of our success, the center of our togetherness. For through teamwork, we can achieve greater things. Together, we keep our direction towards that empowered horizon, as another journey is just again about to begin. So let us aim high. Let us have the courage and foresight to envision the ideal that should shape our actions here in the UAP. Our mandate, our obligation, and responsibility as elected officers is the relentless pursuit of that dream. So now, let us build on that momentum. I want to ask our co-workers in the National Board to work with me to focus on the future and betterment of the UAP. I ask our district and chapter leaders to devote much this fiscal year to continue to our commitment to the general membership. That is, unity, accountability, and professional excellence. We need to remember that our service to UAP is a blessing. Let us set aside our personal differences so that we can make strides toward keeping this organization a truly home of Filipino architects. Together we will make great things happen. I am hopeful that together we are on the move to make UAP a great organization, even better than it has ever been before. I thank everyone for your sincere trust and utmost confidence still under the renewal and continuance of our administration. Congratulations to all the new officers and to all of you in this occasion. But I ask you to remain loyal and faithful to the UAP organization. Always be proud being a member of the UAP, but most importantly, be proud of being architects. Mabuhay ang UAP! Mabuhay ang Arkitektong Pilipino! Mabuhay ang UAP Ontario Chapter!